Moving on now, brutal jihadist violence has reportedly displaced more than 670,000 people in Mozambique. But now hunger and starvation are pushing the very same people to return to their homes. And despite the risk of violence, to search for food and in some cases to even resume farming. Our next report gets you all the details. Take a look.
The insurgency has raged on for over 3 years. Hundreds of thousands of people have been displaced across northern Mozambique. Communities have been pushed to live in temporary shelters or newly created settlements called safe villages. Ever since 2018, groups affiliated to the Islamic State have reared their head up in the gas-rich provinces of northern Mozambique. But life in these safe villages is hard. Land that has been offered for the internally displaced people barely produces enough food for them to survive. In places such as the Marupa camp, friction is clearly evident between the locals and the resettled communities. So while the safe villages have given a sense of security for displaced communities, the problem of hunger is now forcing them to seriously consider going back to their homes, even though the threat of violence still persists.
E vontade canirina neva cani. Va pode chapar genu pagila.
Podem pôr chapa essas casas.
Pode wana de carro.
Podem trazer carro.
Pode wana jama mateke.
Podem trazer aviões.
Pode wana mpana comboio.
Pode trazer comboio.
Pode wana de carreira.
Pode trazer tudo.
Liberdade é o vento irio terra natali. Wamawa kule.
While Idris Kachimo hopes of one day returning to his village, 43-year-old Musa Siza has confessed that he regularly goes back to Kisanga, an 8-hour walk to work on his old farmland. It is a difficult choice between feeding his hungry family on one hand and risking his life by returning to his farm in his ancestral village, where the threat of violence from the insurgent groups allied to the Islamic State remains imminent. Bureau Report, WION World is One.